Hello, and today we are meeting Masha. Masha Yurova is a beautiful artist. She sees beauty in everything around her, and she is also a singer, and she is also a teacher. She teaches kids and adults, and I want to tell you that it's not scary to sing with her, even for people who can't do that at all. And that comes from a person who had the experience. So today, Masha chose a topic to speak about, and the topic is cats. Masha, how many cats do you have?
Hello, I have four cats in my house and four cats outside who come to us for feeding. Yeah.
That's really a
So
lot.
maybe it's eight
Wow.
cats.
How did they start living with you?
uh, all of our cats at once was homeless, and we brought them from the street.
So you saved them.
Yeah, maybe, yeah.
Oh. And you saved them and gave them some home and love and also names. What did you name them?
Our cats have name Cola, Pepsi, Sprite, and Whiskey. And outside cats, two have name and two doesn't have. At first cat is a boy, Черныш, and second cat was a girl, Трехцветка.
Yeah, I see the logic here. Why did you choose the names of drinks for your cats? Do you have a story how it started?
Yeah, the first cat in our house was Cola, and when we met her, we started to think about her name, and sometime at once we wrote by car and listen to radio and played some songs, maybe something about I like a Coca-Cola or something like this. And my husband told that, oh, it's very nice idea to call our cat Cola. And after that, when after 2 weeks, Cola's sister came to our house too. They are sisters. They have
The same mother.
the same mother, yeah. And it was maybe very nature to call her Pepsi, and after that was Sprite and whiskey. But we have one more had one more another cat, Fanta, but now she lives with my mom, and now she has name Buся. But at first she was Fanta.
Yeah, I like Fanta very much.
Yeah. She was very nice. She is very nice, sorry.
But now she's not
And
Fanta.
was.
Yeah.
Да.
Do they look like you? Because sometimes when pets live for a long time with their owners, they start looking like their owners. What about your cats?
Oh yeah, our cats very similar with me and with my husband, but more similar with me is Pepsi. And the Pepsi, but it's a secret,
We will not tell
my
anyone.
is my favorite cat. I love her very much, and she loves me too, and we have a very big love.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we have a lot of similar habits, and we have similar characters, and husband
Is he jealous?
No, he joked about that. Oh, we very similar. Why she cat and you're not a cat, but you're very similar. Yeah, very similar.
Yeah. Interesting. Interesting fact that out of 4 cats at home, you have your favorite one, and that this feeling is mutual. I think it's really nice. Do you have some other funny or touching stories about your cats?
Yeah, every day it's exciting, funny, and interesting story about our cats. We have a lot of stories, but at first, when I remembered, is the story. It's not a story; it's a fact. It's happened every times, and. When I start singing very high notes and
Yeah.
high melody, my cats come to me and start crying and has very worried faces, and they walk around me and don't understand what happened and try to save me from something they don't know from what, and I don't know too. And it's very funny. Maybe I need a video
Yeah.
with this this action. It's yeah, and my husband joked that I need to sing. Maybe I don't have a very nice voice, and
No, I don't believe
yeah.
it.
But it's very interesting. Yeah, I don't know why. Maybe it's very high notes, and they for
Was it
earth for the
ears?
ears. Maybe it's something strange, and they don't understand what to do and what happened.
Interesting. I have no idea why it might possibly happen, but I remember that when my younger daughter used to cry close to my parents, who have a big dog, this dog always would come over and start barking. We thought that our dog wanted to protect like not to attack, but really to protect Uliana. But now I think maybe really she was crying because she was younger. Maybe she was crying and using high notes, and that was too
Yeah,
strange for his ears, and he found it strange and wanted to figure out what to do next.
yeah, maybe. Yeah. I
Nice
think
thing.
it's have
Possible.
it's possible. Yeah, it's. Thank you.
Okay. And what about the fact that when animals live with their owners for very long, they copy them sometimes, but their owners also learn something from them. Did your cats teach you something?
Yeah. At first, my cat teach me of responsibility. Yeah. When you have pets and yeah, when you have pets and a lot of pets, you need always thinking about them. You need to thinking about food for them early than its end.
Yeah.
You need thinking about toilet, about their health. You need always count them before sleep, and you need when you want to go somewhere, you need to thinking about the period when you will not at home, and thinking about them. Yeah, you need always thinking about cats and care about them, love them, and I think it's mm, uh, it's about responsibility. Yeah.
I can't agree more. Yes, I totally support this idea. I want to say that kids teach pretty much the same. And the
Yeah.
fact that kids are um, Well, sometimes kids cannot cook for themselves. For some period of time, they can't go outside without their parents. Yeah, that makes them dependent on their parents, and pets are always dependent on their owners. So it's
Yeah,
a
I'm
huge
agree.
responsibility.
Yeah, I'm agree with you.
That
Absolutely.
that was such a philosophical topic, and I suggest doing some small quiz right now. I will ask you short questions with two options. Please choose the first thing that comes to your mind. Ready?
Okay.
A car or a party?
Party.
Now, a cat or a party?
Cat.
Okay, a cat or a car?
Cat.
Okay, cat or traveling?
Cat.
Right, and something like really serious. Cat or art?
Cat. Yeah.
But you wanted
I'm
to say
all
art.
uh, no, sorry, I didn't hear you, and I try to remember what you uh,
Said before?
say. Yeah.
Okay.
I like art. I like cars, traveling, and a lot of more things. But I understand that it's about responsibility. Now I have a cat, and I understand even if I want to travel, I need thinking about my cats. And
Yes.
if I don't have options for traveling and for somewhere who cared of my cats, of course I stay home. And uh, of course, if someone um, said me, you can take this car, but take me your cat. Of course, I won't do this because
Yes.
I like my cats very much, and no scenes. It's
Can be more
uh,
important.
yeah, can be more important than my cats.
I get it. I get it. All right then. And there is the last question. This time it's not about real cats, but it's about this nice names that people give each other when they love each other. So what would you prefer to be called? Kitya or Zayka?
Actually, we have um, a joke in our family, and sometimes when we have funny mood, we call each other Zaya. Yeah, Zaya take first place, but sometimes Kitya uh, too.
Yeah. So two options.
Zaya, but yeah, two options: Zaya and Kitya.
Well, yeah, sometimes in life we don't have to choose, but we can say, I want both the options.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for your time, for sharing stories about something that is important for you, and for sharing your lessons, your ideas. That was nice, and that was precious to me as well.
Thank you very much. It was funny and interesting.
Thank you.